Today I want to talk about how I use Wispr Flow every single day to save me over an hour of work, making me 10% more productive every single week without actually increasing the effort, but reducing it. Let's take a look. So Wispr Flow is a voice-to-text app that allows you to type text simply by talking. So it's speech to text. And to put it simply, it's basically what the built-in Apple Mac dictation button should do, in my opinion. And the way it works is very simple. Anytime I want to type some text into any text field, I hold down the function button, and now, as you can see, this little bubble pops up at the bottom of the screen, showing that audio is coming through and that it's picking up my voice. And now, if I release it, as you can see, we've got everything that I just said. But it goes one step further than this because it actually cleans up the audio that you are speaking. And so for example, if I made mistakes or wanted to change mid-sentence a certain time, I can do that. So for example, if I was typing to a colleague, I could go, "Hey John, how's it going? Oh, sorry, no. Hey Mark, how's it going? We should do a call at 3:30 p.m. Actually, no, wait, scratch that. Let's do a call at 4 p.m. As you can see, we've now got the final polished version of what I was saying. If I was doing this with the dictation app, let's have a look. If I press the microphone button. "Hey, Mark, how's it going? Sorry, I meant John. We should do a call at 3:30 p.m. Actually, no, wait, scratch that. Let's do a call at 4 p.m. As you can see, and I need to press it to release it. And as you can see, I would then need to go and edit this. And so when I'm using the built-in Mac dictation app, I need to be very cautious and think about what I'm saying, but I think fast and I like to speak quite fast. And with Wispr Flow, it actually picks up everything I'm saying and then manages to output the message of what I meant to say. And so it's just a very good way to send messages, but it goes much further than messages because remember, Wispr Flow works with any single text field. And so if I wanted to search online, I could simply hold down the function button and say, "What is the best online video editor?" And then hit enter and boom, here we are. And this is just to quickly show you that you can become much faster in the small, mundane little tasks that require typing in some text. Now for messages, it is actually very, very useful. And I'll get to some cooler examples in just a bit, but something that I use it for a lot, if I go back into Notion, is actually script writing, because I could simply hold down the function button and then start writing my script because I'm a very slow typer. And if I'm actually typing out the words on my keyboard, it's not that fast. But if I'm speaking it, the script then becomes a lot faster to write, but it also matches the way that I speak and talk. Because when you think and you write something down, it's not the same way that you speak and talk. And so when I then have to put it onto my teleprompter, it sounds a lot more like me. And so if I wanted to go through the intro for this video, I could hold down the function button and be like, "Today, I want to talk about how I use Wispr Flow to save an hour of work every single day. Making my week 10% more productive without actually increasing the effort, but reducing it." And so as you can see, now I've got my perfect intro. But if I made a mistake and I went, "Today I want to talk about how I use Wispr Flow to save 2 hours of work, actually no, 1 hour of work every single day, making my week 15%, actually let's do 11.5% more productive without actually increasing the effort, but reducing it." As you can see, we've got the perfect output with all the corrections that I made mid-sentence. And so writing scripts becomes so much more efficient. And Wispr Flow goes much further than dictation thanks to what you call snippets. It's essentially shortcuts. When you type BTW and you get "by the way" on Mac, you can do this with your voice as well with inside Wispr Flow. And I use this in 3 key ways. First of all, I use it for simple messaging. Then I use it to paste specific links and URLs when I say something in particular, and then I use it to make better prompts much faster. And so let me show you how. I like to do a lot of outreach, whether that's through email or LinkedIn, just to chat and connect with people in the industry. And often I end up having to introduce myself multiple times. And so imagine we've got someone called Billy that I want to chat with, right? And now I do a lot of this on LinkedIn, but here I'm just going to show you in an email. But I might type something like, "Hey Billy, my name's Alec, I would love to connect." Okay, but instead of actually typing all of that out, all I have to do is hold the function button down and I would say this: "Hey Billy, how's it going, intro myself. And as you can see, we've now got, hey Billy, how's it going? And intro myself automatically turns into, I'm Alec, working on social and YouTube growth at 11 Labs. I would love to chat and exchange notes, ideas. I understand if you're too busy. And after that, I could type something like, book a meeting with me. And as you can see, I've now got book a meeting with me on my Google Calendar right here. And then it's got my specific Google Calendar link. And so this is for messaging, and then this is for links. But also below that, I could put, find me on my LinkedIn link. And now it puts the link to my dedicated LinkedIn profile. And I've also got this for my YouTube link. And so you can see how this makes my typing much more efficient by turning short snippets into longer bits of text that I have to use on a regular basis, but also grabbing links that I would otherwise have to consistently go back, copy and paste. And sure, you can add these to your Mac snippets, but you'd still have to type out LinkedIn link and then it would turn out. But by simply saying it, my LinkedIn link, it's so much faster because I'm not even having to type anything. And so that's how I use it for messages and the links. But then another way that I use it for a lot is to actually make prompts a lot better. And so I end up running a lot through ChatGPT. And to get good outputs, you need good prompts. And because I run a lot through ChatGPT, I need to reuse the same good prompts on a regular basis. But again, instead of having to, type them out or copy and paste them or use a Mac text replacement shortcut, I could simply say, organize thoughts prompt. And then now I've got this, prompt that helps me organize my thoughts. And then here I could hold down the function button again, use Wispr Flow again to kind of brain dump after this section where I'm prompted to put the text to organize. And then I would get a really clear and structured format back from ChatGPT. But another one that I like to do is decision framing prompt. And then again here, I get this prompt that helps me make decisions, right? But I don't even have to do it in that one go like this. I could type in decision framing prompt. I'm thinking whether I should hire a scriptwriter for YouTube or a thumbnail designer or another video editor. And now as you can see, we've got the prompt and then my thoughts. And then I would just click send. And now I'm going to get the response back from ChatGPT, and it only took me a few seconds to get this really good response rather than having to go and copy and paste it or having to type out a completely new prompt every single time or just not having good prompts at all. And to add snippets in Wispr Flow, it's actually really easy. You just go to snippets, and as you can see here, I've got a bunch of the snippets that I use, and I'm going to hide some of these ones at the bottom because they've got some of my personal information in there. But you just simply click on add new, type in the snippet that you want, the expansion that you want it to turn into, and then click add snippet. And as you noticed, I'm actually on the free plan as of right now. So I'm not even paying for Wispr Flow. And it's one of these tools that just makes your workflow so much more efficient. And if you go to home, by the way, I do want to mention that you can also see the full history. And so if ever there is a glitch, because sometimes there is, you can simply go and just copy the transcript, but it's also useful to see the entire history of what you were talking about. And then finally, Wispr Flow actually learns when you correct the text that it generated. And so if I said something in a specific way, or if I said someone's name that had a unique spelling, the next time I say it out, as long as I corrected it beforehand, it will get it right. And so if I click on dictionary, again, I'm going to hide some of these here because they are names. But as you can see, we've got, Fal, hi Bob. And if it's got these little stars, it learned the word automatically. But you can also go and put them in there manually. And then finally, just for fun, I'll show you one last one. So if I go to 11 Labs image and video, and let's say I want to generate a hyper-realistic image with Google Nano Banana, again, your prompt is key. And so here, I could describe the image I want. So I could say a small blue alien riding a motorcycle that's too big for him through the streets of New York. All right, this would be my prompt. But again, I want to make this hyper realistic, or I might want to make it a certain style. And so I've got a bunch of different prompts. And so I could go hyper realistic image prompt. And now it adds all of this, which helps me have a consistent style in the outputs for this type of prompt. And then I would click send. And as you can see, it's now been generated by Nano Banana Pro. And these images wouldn't look as good if I didn't add this AI image prompt to it. And while I'm at it, I might as well mention that you can also actually change and adjust the style of the outputs from Wispr Flow. And so as you can see here, you've got formal, casual, and then very casual. And you can even change it depending on what different app you're using. So you've got work messages and email, and then there's other. But I'll let you check that out for yourselves. And if you do want to try it, by the way, you can click the first link in the description, sign up, and actually start using it for free. And so there's like no barrier to entry, and there is a paid plan. And if you do decide to jump onto that paid plan, I actually get a little extra commission because I am an affiliate. But it's one of those tools that I've started using every single day, and even the free plan has had a massive impact on how I work every single day. And if you're already using it, I would actually love to hear what your tips are, because I want to implement and use more in my workflow. So let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see how to use more AI within your content and workflows. Thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, and by the way, there's also a Wispr Flow app, which I'm going to download now and try out.